3, 2, 1.
Hi, everyone.
We're all waiting for each other.
I'm eating.
And Belinda's
Hi, everybody. This is the Mardox Daily Live Chat Show. Welcome aboard.
Welcome to our daily live chat from Mardox today. Brought to you every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Forgive us for being slow.
Yeah.
Huh?
You all are like slow motion. I'm all hyper. Because I got sleep.
So now we know who took the caffeine pills.
No, I just got sleep. I got sleep. I took a nap.
Sure.
His name is Shemar Moore. That's the guy you're talking about. He left the show. He played Derek Morgan.
Yeah, all I know is that every woman I know thinks he's totally hot.
Oh, he's hot. Ugh. He is. Oh, he's smoking hot. Definitely. I'll be his baby girl.
And basically, all it is me and John, and it's him. My charisma and John's good looks. Right?
Okay, you know what? All right. So today's topic is
like me and John Brewer had a baby and he came out.
Today's topic is a really weird one, as you can tell.
There's no topic yet. Wow.
Yeah, I hate that he left the show. It's not the same without him anymore. And the other guy I didn't care for, Thomas Gibson, he left the show before he did.
Who do you like as a character on Criminal Minds? And put your answer in the comments below. You could win a prize. So, John, how are you doing today, John?
Tired.
Tired? Why are you tired, sir?
I'm always tired. It's that way when you get my age.
Yeah. I was up all night getting this last site done. And we're just about done. Oh, we've got somebody writing something. It's the same.
Oh, is that the is that the website whogivesashit.com?
No. I didn't work on that yet, but I do got a person working on the logo.
What, Fugly?
No, neither person. Fugly doesn't want to do Fugly all. He's in Tahiti. He's enjoying himself. He's supposed to be making videos. John, your sister says hello, everybody.
Hello, sister. John's sister.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, can I call her sister if you're my brother?
I guess so.
Hi, sister. How you doing? I'm your long-lost brother you never had.
Or never wanted.
And never wanted. Everyone said it. My daughter just said it and Josh just said it. Thanks, guys. You want to be in the show? I got to turn the camera. Yeah. Okay, so it's a new project that we're bringing out, and it's going to be available tomorrow. We do have the Facebook group up and running, yeah, it's starting to crank out nice. I got a couple of videos that I want to do. I want to touch up a little bit before I put it out, because I want the content to be, magnifico, and then it's gonna be step one for you members that want to become site owners and not just affiliate marketers, to become actual site owners with your own product. It's gonna be stage one of getting your foot in the door and learning how to do all this stuff. So it's and I looked at Belinda and I looked at it. It's about anywhere between a $400 to $900 course, and we're giving it away literally dirt cheap. Even Belinda, right? From last night, Belinda, you were saying that it's way too low in price.
Yep.
So it's gonna be curious to see how many people actually take interest in this as an entry level program. But I'm not saying the name. I'm not saying it. Not yet. Not until tomorrow. Oh, actually, yeah. Well, not tomorrow's show, but it'll be available tomorrow. So log into Mardox tomorrow, and you'll be able to see the link. Mardox members get it first. Mardox members do it right.
Exactly.
There you go. And John is all like, "Geez, I wonder what it's going to be." Can't be possibly anything I ever seen before, right?
I wonder what it is.
I wonder why. But you know something? This program requires that you get hosting and a domain name. That is one of the focal points of becoming your own site owners. You have to have your own website, your very own. That way you control your hosting, you control your domain name, you control your own property, your own estate on the internet. And I see too many affiliate marketers that are, give me a website and I'll promote it, clickety clickety click, and you know, and then the site goes down, or the owner of the product decides to close it or whatever, and then it's gone. That a part of your income is gone. And some people, it's like 75-80% of their income, and it's gone. You know, so I want to get my members to understand that you have to start depending on yourself.
My income goes to Uncle Sam. Man. They just steal all.
What did you say?
50% of my income goes to Uncle Sam. It's like ridiculous, man. This guy robs the hell out of my ass.
But you run your own business. Yeah.
This guy, Uncle Sam, though, he steals half my shit.
Yeah, what's bad though is in your country right now, Uncle Sam, the president, really looks like an Uncle Sam. He just about pulls off the look. Put him in those striped colors, and you know, unless of course he's a son of Sam, that's a different story. But no, so you know, and I'm talking to people about this new project, and they're like, "Well, are you just going to give me an affiliate link so I can promote the affiliate program?" And I'm sitting there going, "What are you doing? Why do you want an affiliate link when I'm trying to teach you to get your own site set up?"
Because that would make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. If I close the program, I die, server goes down, whatever. I decide to be an ass and just shut it down.
They don't. But see, here's the thing: they don't want to do any work.
Yeah.
So they need it all to be done for them.
Yeah.
You just have to. They're supposed to click the buy button, and they're just supposed to make cash instantly, man.
Yeah, and that's what I want to change. We got to get off the damn programs. We're gonna get back to basics. We're gonna go back to old.
Have
school.
you not seen the freaking sales pitch, man?
Oh yeah.
I'm supposed to be able to walk into the internet business, not know how the internet works, not even know how to use a computer, just being able to click a mouse and make money.
Well, hold on now, because my sales page basically says that. Be careful now, because you don't need no experience. Oh, geez. So anyhow,
you need some experience to make money.
No, yeah, no, but you have to put effort into doing what you're doing. I mean, even Josh sits on his ass all day. He still puts effort in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes.
I
mean, I think
I got employees that help me with that effort, so it helps.
Sitting on his butt all day, yeah.
I got to manage employees.
Yeah.
And one needs the right mindset, you know. It's not necessarily about the experience, because, you know, we can learn how to do just about anything. But people need to know that, one, you have to have the mindset of being in business. And, you know, a business requires effort, and it requires investment of time, and it requires investment of money also. You know, at certain points. And you do what you can do for free, but you cannot expect to establish a lucrative business, or a business that constantly brings in the money just by doing free stuff.
Right.
Just by providing other people things, you know.
Yeah, and yeah, you gotta get yourself into that mindset, like John says. You gotta get your mindset in. A business is a business. It's an effort. I'm running a business. It's an effort. Every morning I get up, I get on the computer, I look at my emails, I do stuff to move forward. I spend hundreds of hours a month working on the development of these sites and products to make sure stuff is great. Editing. I spend hours and hours doing video editing, you know, so that it looks good. You don't have to be as intense as myself, or as John, or as Josh, but you have to want to put some effort into it. There is no such thing as I'm going to push a button, pay some money, and they're going to do all the work. That does not exist.
No matter what the hype says.
Yeah, and the programs where you just pay money and they do everything for you, they all shut down. They all shut down because they come to an end. The company can't. If the company is going to do all the work and you're going to pay them to do the work, then why don't they just do all the work themselves in the first place instead of having you pay them to do the work? Doesn't make sense. The idea is that you got to do your own part.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Hey, Lauren.
Hi, how are you?
How's
Good, how are
how's
you?
the weather, Lauren?
We're supposed to have tropical storm force winds starting Sunday morning.
Where are you at?
Are you boarded up yet?
Not yet.
Are you
I
gonna?
don't
Where are you out of?
To do that or not?
Where are you out of?
I would.
Do y'all not have evacuation
Where are
orders?
you out of?
She's
No, I'm in
northern
the
Florida.
no
She's-
bag zone.
She's you're in northern Florida, right?
Yeah, I'm in St. Pete area.
Yeah.
I'm on the west coast.
I'm getting closer to knowing her.
That's why.
I'm getting closer to knowing her address. Just a little bit closer now.
Okay, I'm not trying to scare Lauren or anybody, but Hurricane Irma is supposed to be even worse monster than Hurricane Andrew was.
Yeah,
Yep, that's what they said.
I know that's what they said.
And there's another hurricane only a few days behind the one that is about to hit. I would get your house.
Yeah,
blown up.
Jose Cuervo is coming.
Jose.
Yeah, but
So Jose Cuervo is coming.
When's that? Well, when's the next hurricane hitting and where?
It's hitting your house tomorrow.
Yeah, funny. At least I'm safe from this hurricane, far as I know, because I'm far away from all shores.
Well, same here.
It's right behind Irma, though.
yeah, that's it. I would get your house boarded up. I really would.
I'm in New Jersey. I'm nowhere near where they're hitting.
You.
Talking about Lauren.
Oh, sorry.
I'm in Chicago. I'm even further inland.
I'm in Quebec.
If it hits here, we really got a problem.
But you know what the odd thing is? I was supposed to go through North and South Carolina, and I was in South Carolina for the eclipse. Thank goodness I'm not there now. No offense.
A month later.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Who the hell wanted to go down and watch the eclipse anyways? That's kind of
I did.
So that was really close. You were down there for a month before it hits. God, you're that close from getting hit.
Oh, you want to hear something? I've only been in 2 tornadoes my whole entire life. In
Really?
Pennsylvania, we had a tornado that had hit us that we haven't had in like decades, because Pennsylvania doesn't get usually any tornadoes, okay? But we were at the very tail end of it, and it sounded like a very eerie train wreck. It was really like weird.
I know.
And it was just really hard wind, but our house was fine. Then when I went to visit somebody in Ohio back in 2000, there's a house, we had like a double house, right? And it was next door to another single house, next door to another single house, only within feet, not even a foot of each other. And that house, we're at the tail end of that hurricane as well. And that house got half destroyed. And our house is right next to their house, and our house didn't even get touched. Now, talk about an act of God. Tell me God wasn't looking out for us, because our house is right next to that house, and that house got practically half destroyed, and our house might have had just a little dent.
No, I'm just going to ask this question because I know Nelson's going to agree. Are you sure it was an act of God that saved you, or was it an act that somebody else has to put up with you now?
Yeah.
Shush. So basically, there might have been a couple little scratches of our house, so to speak. It would have been like a few scratches, if you want to call it that, but not. I mean, their house was like half destroyed altogether.
Yeah.
I've been through tropical storms before.
Well, you've
been through tornadoes, hurricanes. I have been in the eye of a hurricane in the ocean with 50-foot swells.
Yes, Josh was dropped out of the plane into the hurricane.
No, I was in a ship.
And he's so big that he plugged up the hurricane.
Not quite that big.
Oh, okay.
But I did.
So
no, I was in the Navy at the time, and the ships were out. We have to go out. You can't keep the ships in the port.
You said be professional, so I'm trying. It's not like I'm saying black this and black that.
Jeez.
I know the Caribbean got hit hard.
Yeah. Sorry about all the noise we just had. That was my doorbell going off, and everybody going, oh, we're leaving now. So yeah, that'll go picked up on microphone. So John, how are you?
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, products. Yes. Well, Belinda has that same problem. Belinda has a problem of selling leads. And I'm not trying to open the door to get Belinda to start talking for half an hour.
Oh, hush.
But she's got the same problem. People buy leads and then they don't do anything with the leads at all until 2 months later. Then they complain that the leads are cold.
I don't have that complaint. I had one person do that, and that's because they didn't open their darn file. They were just trying to get over on me. They didn't even know how to open a zip file, let alone check out the leads.
Yeah, that
happened with one person. I've never had anybody else complain like that.
Nobody else bought your stuff and then just sat on it?
They did, but they never complained.
No, but it does happen. People do sit on
People buy software leads. It doesn't matter what they buy. They sit on it. Yeah. It could be a bunch of e-courses.
Yeah.
And I'll make the fat joke here for you.
Oh,
One of the best ones I've ever seen online on Facebook is somebody had a picture and it sit there and had this guy talking to somebody else, and they said, "You know, you are what you eat." And the fat guy looks at him and he says, "Man, I need to eat more skinny people."
You need to eat more what?
Skinny people.
I didn't hear what you said. What?
He needs to eat more skinny people.
Oh, funny.
Yes. Belinda, you're next.
I'm going to go away now. Bye-bye.
You're the skinniest one out there, except for John. I don't know how tall John is. If John is 6 foot, he's really skinny. If he's only 5 foot, he's chubby as hell.
My husband's 6'3" and 170. I'm 5'5" and 120. I should be at least
Her
130.
husband resembles Howard Stern.
No, he's way better looking. He just has the hair and the height like Howard used to have the hair when he used to have the hair. His face is totally different looking, better looking than Howard.
I still say
and Kenny G.
Oh my God. Oh. Kenny G. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I
Next.
still argue with the doctors. I tell them that I'm not fat. I'm just allergic to food. Every time I eat, I
Okay, so this is gonna turn into the conversation of dieting, is it?
Yeah.
And weight loss and how to get what is a good way of getting skinny? I stopped eating. It seemed to work.
Wax.
Huh?
Wax.
Oh no, that's nasty. That is nasty. That is nasty. John, your sister has to come into the show some point.
Tell her.
Grossed out by what we were just talking about.
Well, I'm hoping she hears me.
She doesn't have a mic for her phone, and her daughter was on the computer.
She doesn't have a mic for her phone.
And her daughter was using.
She doesn't have a mic for her phone.
I understand the logic there.
It's a phone. It's got a built-in phone.
You alright?
Who's dying?
Yeah.
Who's dying?
I think so.
Please die quietly. Kidding.
If you die, don't you dare die on my show. How dare you?
But John was dying to get in. Kidding.
Oh my God! I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put the keywords in. Member dies on show.
Get ratings.
Yeah, get views.
Hey, you know what? There's a restaurant that does that. Have you ever heard of the Heart Attack Grill in Vegas?
No.
They've had like 4 actual heart attacks there.
Oh wow.
It's an amazing place, man. They got they cook everything in. French fries are cooked in like 100% pure lard. They got like bacon, greasy hot dogs. I mean,
dude,
it's insane.
I haven't eaten in 2 days. Stop.
And then they serve liquor and filterless cigarettes.
Oh yuck! Gross.
Just to really
gross.
Set off the health mood there.
Fucking gross.
But they've actually had people.
We're sorry, everybody. Joshua is not even a paid member. We don't know how he gets on this show. He just gets in whenever he wants.
Somebody keeps letting him in. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I am gonna put my personal Nelson's thoughts on hold temporarily. I got a new format I want to try out. I saw this today. And it's stupid because I know the technology already. It's called, green screen, right? The guy sets up a green screen behind him, and as he talks about the topic, it's playing the video of what he's commenting on right behind him on the green screen, right? And I thought to myself, oh, that would be so cool. Instead of me just sitting there going, blah, 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 roll it, it would play behind me. So I'm going to put it on hold. I got to get a green screen set up, and that would solve the problem of my paint job in my living room. And then I can put whatever I want behind me. So yeah, I think that's gonna be cool. So I'm gonna put my personal channel on hold for a week or so, and then get back to doing my videos. It's gonna be a new experiment. Have you guys ever seen that? Anything like that? You guys on YouTube? Commentary person sitting with it's playing video or playing whatever he's talking about behind him. Is that something new or have you
I have seen it. I've seen it a couple times.
Shut up, Belinda. How about you, John?
You asked.
People that matter, John, Lauren.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Shut up! Go to hell, all of you. Okay, well, I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna do that for my. I'm trying to spiff up Nelson's thoughts because I got 10-minute, 15-minute videos. I'm trying to keep the 10-minute range, but I'm noticing that my average view time, my average watch time, is only like, you know, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm doing this, all this editing, and half the videos aren't even being seen. So I want to try to you know, make it more entertaining. I know Lauren watches all the way through. Right?
I do too after I take a bunch of drugs. I'm kidding.
Right, Lauren? You do watch all the way through, right, Lauren?
Yeah,
Lauren? Lauren, with the bottom, do you watch it all the way through or not? Yes or no?
What'd you say?
Do you watch my videos all the way through or not?
She's not paying attention now.
Yeah, when I feel like it.
Or sometimes to the middle.
So that.
Sometimes to the end. It depends.
Oh my God.
Nelson, I want you to know something. I watch every video to the end.
Okay, you're the only one that's keeping my ratings up. Oh, you, John. How about you, John? I know I watched yours to the end, John.
Yeah, when I watch your videos, I watch them.
I watch yours to the end.
Okay, good.
I'm very behind on video watching, blog reading, blog writing.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Blog, blah, blah, blah.
Blog. I need to get Camtasia because that's the best editing software for keying out green screen. I've got to get Camtasia because it's
good. If you have Adobe Premiere, it works pretty good too.
Yeah,
you told me not to get Camtasia. Now you're saying you're getting it.
No. I said don't get it because it costs a crap load of money right now. You don't have that budget right now. If you can afford it, then get it. Go ahead.
I've been getting it every year, but I didn't know if I wanted to renew it again.
For those that can't afford Camtasia, there's Screencast-O-Matic for $15 a year.
but it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that Camtasia has.
I agree.
Does it do green screen keying?
No, but if again, those of us that have Adobe suites, we don't need that because we have it on in Adobe anyways.
Well, that's what I mean, but I need I got software.
You can do it in After Effects or Adobe Premiere, either one.
Yeah.
Nelson,
Why?
I get Camtasia every year. I didn't know if I wanted to renew it though. That's why I was asking.
You're paying for Camtasia, the $300 suite?
Well, I get the upgrades all the time. Yeah, I've been doing it for 5 years.
Then why?
Well, I didn't do it this year, but I didn't do it this year because I didn't know if it was worth doing it again. That's why I was asking you.
Are you talking about the video editing software?
Camtasia. There's only one Camtasia, not Camstudio. Camtasia.
Why are you paying $300 a year if you're not even doing videos? What the hell?
Because I was trying to do videos all the other years, but I gave up after the YouTube thing happened. That's why. I stopped paying for it after that.
I would have taken Camtasia from you and used your key to do my editing.
Oh, sorry. Well, it's expired now.
Oh, yeah, duh.
John, but I didn't know if I wanted to renew it. That's why I was asking your advice on it, if it would be worth renewing again.
Well, the thing is, it depends on your budget. If you're just going to do how-to videos and capture your screen, no, you don't need it. If you're going to do...
I can't afford to buy... I have money to buy it. Okay, I make money, so I can buy it. It's just, is it worth the investment? That's what I was asking.
Let me finish. If you're just doing screen capture, then no, it's not worth it, because there's other programs out there that are free that will do the same thing.
I have those already.
Yeah, well, then just use one of those.
But I want to do more than screen capture. I want to do some editing stuff. I do want to do that.
Then it's up to you. It depends on what you want to do. I can't say yes, it is, and you're not.
But Camtasia is a learning curve. There's a lot to know about it.
Well, yeah, I know. The only one that I would say stay away from is Lightworks, because it's too damn complicated to try to figure out for the average person.
I don't even think I know that one.
No, but
I heard of it.
It's literally like Hollywood studio quality level thinking and the way things are done. And
some people thought that Camtasia. Some people thought Camtasia was that level.
Well, no, it's not. It's not. No, it's not. No. Lightworks is very complicated, very, very complicated to work with.
It's easy to work with. You pay somebody, they do it for you.
Yeah.
Poof,
yeah.
There it is.
You pay somebody. A lot of people don't have the pay part, right, John?
John is rich, man. He's an English teacher.
John's still rich. Yeah. He gets dumb Canadians to get him laptops and shit.
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
Dude's running a scam in Germany and living like an American.
Yeah. See, he tells all the Germans to give me $1.
He's laughing. He's laughing right now, but he's really deep inside going, "You stupid Canadians, shut up."
You know what John's doing? He's over there trading dollar for euro. He's sitting there saying, "Here's $1 is the same as a euro. Here, I'll trade you." And then he goes to the bank and doubles his money.
Yeah. It was amazing because the laptop that John bought with what we set up, Here, the very same machine is $1,200. Over there was what, about 400?
Yeah.
U.S.
It goes to tell you
Yeah.
that everything's cheaper overseas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
We're living in the wrong country.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
shit.
your own fault.
But everything here, as soon as it goes into somebody's hands, like this remote control, okay? There's no way in hell this remote control is $150. With the parts inside, I done a video once and I looked up all the parts inside, and there's
I
no
guess
part.
$25.
Maybe 20, you know. But it's every person this goes through is charging on top. By the time it gets to the store, the store goes, oh hey, I have to charge an amount too, $150, and that was on special.
That's because they bought it wholesale for $100.
Yeah. Yeah, because you made it. Yeah, you made a deal with a factory that made 100,000 or something, you know. But that's the thing. That's a problem with North America. It's just wrong. The parts don't cost that much. Resistors do not cost $10 a resistor. I can get 10 resistors for like 10 cents or 5 cents. You know, 1 ohm resistors. It's dirt cheap. When I buy resistors, I buy them on spools of resistors, and it's like you tear one off. It's like they're really like tenths of a cent each. You know, you get them on eBay. Same thing with LEDs. When I was working with LED lights, the light strips that you see, they're selling for $15 for a little strip of 16 inches. You got to wire it up. That little strip is $15. I can buy it a spool for $50, and it's got 100 feet on it.
Really?
So do the math. It's 50 cents a foot, and the stores are selling it for $15 a foot. You know, so it's
What's
like,
the problem with that?
well, no, but that's just gouging. I really don't believe in the gouging part.
Well, so you're not the retailer.
Well, if I was retail, well, no, I am the retailer. If I'm making something for somebody, like say John, like his laptop, which I made by hand, I had to stir it in a pot and everything. You know how hard it is to make that logo look official, John? That took a lot of bubble gum. Oh, geez. No, but I hope stuff comes down in price with 3D printing. I'm hoping that the cost of some of the stuff is going to come down for people, so it's more affordable.
It will eventually, I'm sure.
Well, the cell phones. There's companies right now putting out cell phones that are only $200, and they're starting to rival the iPhone and the Samsung Galaxy 8.
Yeah.
And they're $200 at sale point. So these companies are starting to realize, hey, people out there do not want to spend $1,000 on a phone. When I look at my cell phone, it's $900 when I bought it. You know, and it's like, why? Again, there's not $900 of parts in there.
The thing is, okay, Nelson, you're right. It's overinflated. We had talked about this before, but here's the problem. Samsung and iPhone. Well, I like Samsung. Samsung 8. And they had the new 8 Note coming out, which is like a mini tablet.
It just blows up twice as bad as a 7, right? Okay.
No, you don't know. They try to fix that problem. But the thing is they do have better camera, and they do have other features that the other phones don't have, and that's why people will still go out and buy those $1,000 phones, even if they hate to do it. Because they had something to still stand out compared to the other phones. If you can find me a phone that had the same camera quality,
yes,
exactly the same.
It does. I'll get. I think it's the Innovo. I think it's $200 US, and it outbeats the Samsung.
And it has the features, the bells and whistles that Samsung has.
Yes. It is state of the freaking art for $200.
And it goes with any of the 4 phone services.
Yes. That is what I'm saying. There's companies coming out right now from out of China, out of Russia, saying, here's the device. It's the same as the other and better. And it's better. It's lower cost because they're not charging what the Americans are charging. I
know. The problem is sometimes when you get stuff from China, and I'm not knocking on China, but like my daughter, when she gets an air track that's like $400 from China that looks exactly like the one that's a $1,200 here in the U.S. version of iBeam.
Yeah.
The paint was coming off. It blew a hole real quick.
Okay. There's bad shit out of China. Your iPhones.
I'm saying, be careful when you get something that's a knockoff.
All of your iPhones are made in China. Okay.
No, but what I'm saying is, when you get I'm just giving as an example. No matter what it is, phone, whatever, when you get something elsewhere, regardless of what country it is, okay?
Yeah.
When you're getting elsewhere, even here in the States, if you get, let's say, a generic version of that main version phone, whatever, it doesn't always crack up to the the original.
This has been reviewed. It's already out. It's being reviewed. People are talking about it. It's just as good as the Samsung Galaxy S8. It is just as good. Same dual camera, same
size,
same everything, Belinda. Same. Go look it up. And
what's it called again? The what?
I believe it's a Novo that's putting it out. I think it's
now. Ask Nelson how much he gets paid for telling us this.
No, nothing. Nothing. But it really is amazing that these companies are coming out and saying, "Hey, we can do it for 1/3 or 1/4 the price of what the companies are putting out." Again, hold on. Now. You're not going to tell me that in this phone there's $900 of equipment in there. There's no way.
Do they have the same gigabyte memory and everything too that you can expand?
No, fuck that. Lenovo goes to 2 terabyte.
Oh wow! For that price?
You can go up to but you got to buy 2 terabyte memory expansion. Duh. You know that's $1,000 right there. But that 2 terabyte chip just came out last month.
Yeah, but for a phone, who's going to need 2 terabyte for a phone?
I know that, but it handles up to that. My point.
You don't use 2 terabytes of information.
No.
Even if you download a bunch of music, you can put the music in a cloud now too.
Josh, 2 terabytes of storage.
I know, I guess.
But now you can do cloud storage, whether it's Android or Apple. Now they have the additional cloud if you can trust the cloud.
Well, that's it. If you trust the cloud, again, I'm still on the fence with the cloud stuff.
Well, that's why I like to have storage and cloud, so I have it both ways,
Oh
but my point is that
she wants it from both ways.
Oh, jeez. Anyway. See, that's what we have to let our viewers know, that we don't just talk about things because there's an affiliate program. There's a lot of things I buy and talk about that have no affiliate program because, believe it or not, I actually use and believe in that product or service.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Because that's the way real marketing is.
Hold on a second. Linus Tech Tips. You go on YouTube, go type in Linus Tech Tips, and he talked about the $200 phone. He has a review on it.
Yeah, he's good with that stuff too.
Yeah, he has it on there. But
there's a phone out there.
That goes ring ring.
It has
it swears
its own projector.
Yeah.
Cool. I want to project these on the wall.
You set it up against.
It starts with an M.
Motorola.
I can't think of the name of it.
Motorola.
Everybody thinks Motorola.
Let me think.
That's what things in my mind.
But there's a lot of gadgets. I mean, I'm seeing cell phones now where you don't just have a screen here, but there's a screen on the back now. It's a little quarter screen, so that if you're going like this, you can take a selfie the other way. From the back side.
So this new phone has face recognition and all that, like the newer Samsung has.
They're talking about software. That's all software based. That's not hardware. I'm talking
hardware.
Yeah, but
I want the software too that goes with it.
Well, then you download the software and install it. Do what you want with it. My
main concern is that it has enough memory that already comes with it besides what I expand.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. That hardware.
Because if I'm going to spend $1,000 for, then I'm going to end up. Then it's so different.
When you buy this phone, Belinda, $900. I'm not buying the software. I'm buying the electronics and the case and the screen, the hardware.
I know, but the software is important too.
I can put Windows on this if I want.
I like to have the software that it comes with because it's already installed. I don't have to worry about it.
Belinda, it's software. Are you pranking me here? It's software.
You know what, Nelson? Wouldn't it be funny if I possibly was, after all the crap that you put us through every day, you pretend you don't hear us?
Yeah.
You never know. I just might be.
No, but seriously, I'm trying to tell people that the hardware-wise, and you're dwelling on software. What's up?
Because software, people look for software, not just hardware. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Then you download an app and you install it.
But not everything. Okay, one thing you're not understanding. I know there's some things you can go and download anywhere. I get that. But there are specific features in software that some phones are just made for that phone that you don't get elsewhere.
No,
that's what I'm trying to get at.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Are you sure?
Yes. If a function is in my phone, I can go to App Store and download it and install it. That's the whole point to all this. Go do your research right now. You're just aggravating me. Go do some more. You're aggravating me. I'm telling you. I was talking about the hardware of the equipment. The memory, the screen,
I know you were talking about that, but I was also bringing up the software that goes with it.
But it's irrelevant.
Because people...
It's irrelevant. It's whatever you
want. I'm going to bang my head.
What's irrelevant is this conversation.
No, but see, Belinda, if I want to go get Windows, I can install Windows on this. I can put Ubuntu on this.
Or you can go get Bent.
Whatever, I can go get Bent. Sure, if it exists.
And remember,
for a
she
phone.
owns the software to the Zoom chat. Just to let you know, there's 26 more minutes before you need to piss her off. So you might want to play it nicer.
I got Zoom. I got access to
I'm
the
not
channel.
like that. Come on, I'm not like that yet. I have never done that yet.
John, do you buy a cell phone based on the software that's in it, or do you buy it based on the electronics that comes with it?
Both.
Yeah, both. See, thank you, Josh.
I don't.
See,
I look at the actual phone itself.
I do both.
How much memory, the CPU, the screen, what kind of technology it has. Software, yeah, it's whatever's in it, and it upgrades. It's always Android.
Well, for me, I have to be picky on the software on phones. It's in the software on certain devices because we use a lot of hacking software. So the hacking software that we use, a lot of it's only available on Nexus devices.
See, there you go. Thank you very much, Josh.
Oh, yeah, okay, but
it depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, but that's all your phones, or just one? You're not gonna tell me.
Nexus, there's only a 1+1 and Nexus are the only ones that allow the software for Kali right now.
Yeah, but,
that's what I tried to tell you, Nelson. Some phones have their own exclusive software.
Who sells Nexus right now on their phones?
I'm trying to remember who that is.
Well, there's a lot of people actually. I have a Nexus tablet, is what I use mainly for that stuff.
Because that's Google driven, isn't it?
It is.
There's a Google phone now too. That's pretty.
But now they got the new Google phone, so
Google XL is probably
Pixel?
the biggest one.
Yeah. And they're running
which
Nexus,
is a really cool. No, Nexus is another.
Yeah, I know it's
model
another
that they used to have.
Yeah.
It's a brand name of Androids, but even though there's different makers of different ones, so some were Motorola brands, some were LG, whatever. But Nexus was a general brand out there, and a lot of net hunters, the software we use for ethical hacking, is only available on Nexus devices or 1+1.
Right.
So that's why we had to look at the device specifically.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, the average person out there that's buying a phone, John, Laura, and me, we're not looking for stuff for hacking or for.
No, well, even if you're not a hacker, let's say you're a developer. So now I need to know whether or not the phone is Android or iPhone, obviously, because I need to be able to test for both environments.
But what about the rest?
And Nelson, you're forgetting one thing. People like me that do broadcasting or any kind of communication with my prospects and stuff, we need the features that some Android phones don't have that other Android phones do have. And even if it's software based, let me finish, Mr. Buck.
Go on, hurry up.
Thank you. What I'm saying is that there are some softwares that are exclusive to that particular phone, like what Josh was pointing out. And this is what I was trying to explain to you. So thank you, Josh, for backing me up that way, because that's what you weren't understanding. Is I wasn't talking about the run-of-the-mill software that any phone can have.
Belinda, you're talking nonsense. One, you're talking iPhone. Fine.
No, I'm talking about iPhone.
Stop.
I'm talking about any Android phone,
Let me speak, please. Android software off the Google App Store will run on all Androids.
I know that, Nelson. That's not what I'm referring to.
Let me speak. iPhone will work on iPhone. Josh is talking about Nexus, and I know nobody who runs Nexus other than Josh. They're developers and or hackers. You and me you have Nexus systems. So let's talk Android. We're going to talk Android. Let's talk Android. We're going to talk iPhone.
Okay, but the point is, there are Android phones that have specific software just for them that may not be, that might be exclusive.
I agree with that. But if you're running Android, you can run Android apps.
But there's some software like maybe that Samsung might have that I can't get elsewhere on other phones.
I'd like you to.
That is true. Depending on the features of the phone, it could depend on what apps are available to your phone.
Exactly.
Like, for example, does your phone have NFC technology? If it doesn't, then you can't use NFC apps.
No, but now you're talking about...
the newest software is Nougat.
Hold on. Now you're talking about a phone that's out of date. Everybody's got NFC.
The latest Android is Nougat 7.2.
Yeah?
That I know of.
Yeah?
Last year's was Marshmallow, and Kit Kat was before that.
Yeah, okay, because they're putting out new versions. That's not a big deal. But when you buy a phone, my phone keeps updating. I'm up to the latest version. I buy the phone, it updates as time goes on. It doesn't stay 5 versions back.
I know you have to update your phone like you do your computer. I get that.
Yeah. But again, I don't know of any software that, because on Android, it's not going to work on. If I take the like the programs I have on my phone, I do with a lot of people. I say, hey, go get the app. It's at the App Store. Download it, install it, and they install it. And they got a different phone. My wife has a different phone than mine. Mine is an LG. My wife has a Samsung. This is
my husband wants to get the LG 6 or something.
This one's a Motorola. You know, and all the apps that I run on all these phones that are all Android. But if I go get an iPhone app, sure, it's not going to work. It's meant for
no. My husband wants to get an LG himself. There's all different types of LG out there.
Yeah, but I don't know of any apps that won't work because it's an LG or a Samsung or a Motorola. I don't know of any, not today, anyways. Unless your phone's 5-10 years old, then we're talking a whole different story now. You're out of date, technology-wise, hardware-wise. But if you buy a brand new phone from today, they're all pretty much the same. I'd like to have someone show me a phone that has an app that doesn't work on one to the other.
There's a lot of apps that don't work with one device or the other, depending on what the app's function needs for the phone. So there is a lot of them out there like that.
And the way the hardware of the phone is, like the memory.
Yeah. It also depends on how cheap the phone is, and versus how good the phone is.
Going back to relevant.
That's why, Nelson, I did a lot of research on the kind of phone I wanted, because I did check out the hardware and the software and how they go together.
Okay, well,
that's why I chose Samsung.
Then get a Samsung. Go ahead.
I have a cool pad.
But I'm willing to test the other phone that you're talking about to compare it. I'm willing to do that.
Lauren, do you have a what?
I have a cool pad.
What's a cool pad?
Cool pad. A cell phone.
It's called a cool pad?
From Metro.
Okay, it runs Android, right?
She has a prepaid phone, is what she's saying.
No,
it's not one of the main models.
Metro PCS.
Yeah, it's exclusive to them. It's not something you find on the main carriers.
Yeah, but it still runs Android.
Yeah, it's just a prepaid. Like when my husband had a track phone, he got a $40 smartphone, but it was very LG, but it was very generic. You couldn't handle half the apps.
So again, Lauren?
It's raining.
Yeah, it's called a hurricane.
Oh damn, that's messed up, dude.
It's coming.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring the rest of my chairs in.
All this weather you guys are getting, it's been raining here all week now for like 10 days with constant rain. Non-stop.
Well, when it starts here, it's supposed to be out of our area by Monday night, I guess.
Yeah, but it's going north. We keep getting warm rain here from the south. But it says that it's always raining. It's like, it's gross. Anyhow. John, what kind of phone do you have?
I'll come up by you, okay?
John, what kind of phone do you have?
I have an LG 6.
A Fritzbox phone.
A Fritzbox phone. Oh, Jesus.
An LG 6.
Is it written Fritz on it?
No. It's an LG.
I had an LG phone.
Yeah, we heard it's LG 6. We heard that.
Yeah.
You should write Fritz.
Oh, that's what my husband's getting, an LG 6.
Why?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just picked one LG V30. That looks nice.
Why is he getting a 6, Belinda?
Because he only needs basic stuff, and he doesn't want all the doodad and bells and whistles like I do. He's more of a basic guy. He does construction. He doesn't need all the bells and whistles like I do for my business. If I didn't do business, Nelson, I would just get a basic phone, to be honest. Other than maybe a couple bells and whistles, and that's it.
What's LG up to here?
6.
Is it?
No, I'm not sure.
Well, they have different models, so it depends on the features you want. Like I said, for what he wants, LG 6 is perfect for him.
No, because I was.
Oh, it's the LG G6 is the latest one that came out.
Yeah.
You've got the
after 5.
Yeah, you got this. You got the 6 or the G6, John?
The G6.
Just
because the phone company said, my provider said that it's just as good as the Samsung 8 or whatever you call it.
Samsung 8 Plus or a Samsung 8, whatever, which one you get, S8 or S8 Plus, which is what I'm getting.
They said that it, because I asked, well, what's the difference? They said it's just as good, and it was a bit cheaper. So I got that with my new. We got that with our new contract. So
You see,
yeah.
Samsung doesn't have.
But have y'all seen the new iPhone?
Why?
I don't have anything.
It looks the same as the previous one.
Samsung doesn't have what, Nelson?
No. They got the new iPhone 11. Have you seen that?
11.
Yeah.
No, the new one coming out is 8. iPhone.
No,
8
it's
coming
iPhone
out.
11. I just sent there and posted a link. Trust me. See?
Wait a minute. The 8's coming out this September.
They got iPhone 11. Check it out.
Yeah, this has to be a joke. They wouldn't skip 9 and 10. Get real.
I wouldn't put it past
They're
them.
just coming out with 8 at the end of September.
I put the link in the chat, so you can take a look.
It's a
Feel
joke.
free.
Belinda,
It's a joke.
Belinda, Microsoft skipped Windows 9.
Yeah, but the iPhone, they just announced it. I know because I keep up on tech news. They just announced that in the mid-September, near my mom's birthday, they're coming out with iPhone 8.
Josh is right. There really is an iPhone 11. Holy shit.
She's already clicked the link.
The deformed iPhone. It's a joke.
Oh, I gotta put this on recording so people can see it here. Ta-da.
But the point I'm making is that the iPhone 8's coming out September.
But why a plus sign though? Why did they shape it as a plus sign?
Well, you got to know the iPhone 10 first, and then if you knew the iPhone 10, then it would make sense.
My daughter will only use iPhone. She will not do Android.
So here's the iPhone 10 that they released. Before that, they released the 11. So there you go. So they had to take it to another extreme, obviously.
That actually looks cool. I would buy that.
You would.
I would.
The plus one or the big long one?
I know the iPhone 10. I would buy that. I seriously would. If a phone came out like that with that kind of screen and that length, I would buy that. That looks cool. You would buy that?
Yeah, I probably would. You know what that would be great for? Honestly, if you had a Bluetooth keyboard, I could see somebody using that as like a portable trading center.
Yeah.
Your multiple screens, so you can run all your stock trades from a mobile device. That would be fucking
even just
awesome.
running, like when I'm running servers, I could put multiple screens on there and just swipe along. You know, yeah, that would be so cool. I would actually pay money for that.
See?
Just, maybe not as a phone. Maybe we'd have to call it an iStick or something. I wouldn't call it an iPad. We'll call it an iDildo.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I'm not touching. John, you and I will have our own separate conversation.
Oh, jeez. I have some fun with this place.
Yeah, it always leads to that, there, doesn't it?
Hey, this is nasty.
This is nasty.
In Google, I type in when I type in double-ended. When I type in double-ended, it says dildo at the end. It suggests a double-ended.
Nelson,
dildo.
you're like a child
But my
in grade
favorite
school
thing to do,
learning
though,
the word penis for the first time.
But you know what the best thing to do in Google? If I type in "do a barrel roll."
Oh yeah, I seen that. That's well here. Let's show.
It's an Easter egg for those that aren't familiar with that.
Yeah. How do you spell barrel again?
Barrell.
Josh, why do you encourage him? Why do you do
this
that?
is actually a pretty cool Easter egg for those that don't know about it. It actually makes Google do a barrel roll. It's really cool. If you actually search in Google, do a barrel roll, it will do an actual barrel roll.
I just recorded it. That's actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it's Beam Me Up Scotty. I think is the other one. I think. You
got some good ones there.
Beam Me Up Scotty is the other one.
I think you can also search for Atlantis in Google Maps, and that's another one. There's all kinds of Easter eggs out there. You can even do a flight simulator inside of Google Maps, actually, or Google Earth. I'm sorry. People don't know they have that. They have a built-in flight simulator in Google Earth.
Why would you want? Why would someone want to fly?
I don't know.
What's the point of flying?
What
other Easter eggs do you guys know about?
The kind on Easter?
Yeah,
that you eat?
Yeah, I figured. You eat the eggs?
After I crack the shells.
Okay. John, you're pretty quiet. You're just sitting there smiling. You're looking like Fabiana, like usual.
Like, don't pick on my cousin.
I need to get a green screen. I'm so hyped about that now. That's gonna be so much better to edit crap.
Oh jeez.
Well, I get the technology. I know how to use green screen. So I never thought to do it that way on my show. You know, so I thought it would be so cool. You know, do it in that fashion, and then I can. Yeah, that's gonna be so cool. Yeah, next week.
There you go.
There you go. My wife's gonna hate this because my living room right now has tripods and light rigs and rows of wires sitting on the floor, and now I'm gonna put a green screen up on the wall. She is gonna freaking hate me. She is gonna be like, it's a living room, not a studio.
So what you're saying is nothing's going to change.
Oh no! I'm just gonna make it more mine. I made it clear to my wife. She doesn't understand it yet. You have the kitchen, you have the downstairs office, you have the bedroom, the bathroom, hallway. It can be yours, but you have to share it with the dog. And the back.
Damn, you have to share it with the dog.
You can have the pantry.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Yeah. We have a cold room down here. She can have that too. I get the rest, including the backyard. Because apparently I have to sleep out there a lot. I don't understand why. I don't understand why I keep getting kicked out of the house. I don't get it.
Yeah.
There goes Belinda, fake typing again.
I did that on purpose because I love you.
Yeah. Yeah, you love me. love picking my brains.
So Josh, you said the Google phones are pretty good, or is that what you said?
Yeah, they got some really high pixels, pixel resolution on them. Yeah. It's the best pixel resolution of any cell phone on the market, including the iPhone.
Really?
Yeah, the Google.
But is Google going to be able to keep up that quality? Because I mean, they went to pretty much like 100% of the market quality, and they didn't leave themselves anywhere to expand and grow and get better. I'm wondering.
I think they will.
I'm wondering.
They're also integrating the Google. What is it called? Google Assist. So very similar to Alexa for those that aren't familiar with it.
Which is an app you can download.
Mm-hmm. I agree. However, it's already standard in the Google Pixels, and it's built for it, actually. So the more advanced functions are built into it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Google now. Fuck you. Oh, my other phone lit up. I said it, and the other phone picked it up. It was like, yes? What? I heard the vibration, and I got two phones in there. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Okay, Google now. What time is it?
I've been looking at the Alexa stuff, and I'm thinking about using that as a...
Okay, Google now. What time is it?
Screw you.
There. I find there's too much delay in it, though. You got to say the word, okay, Google now. Now the screen comes up. What time is it? And it still wrote, now, what time is it? Oh.
That Alexa stuff seems pretty cool.
Well, what I don't like, though, is the phone constantly listening to everything I'm saying at all times? Or is it... They say it's when you say a key word and it triggers it. But in order to trigger, the microphone has to be active all the time, listening to everything. Otherwise, how does it know when it's supposed to be triggered, right?
Good point.
That's the part I don't like. So, hey, honey, blah, 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 milk and sugar, blah, blah, blah. It's listening to everything. That I'm weary about. I'm nervous about. Is Google able to listen to everything that's being said? Belinda, or somebody who's Lauren.
It's Belinda.
It wasn't me, you dingy.
Lauren,
shit.
You're making a crap load of noise.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no problems. We don't mind noise, just not crap loads. It's kind of smelly noise.
It sounded like she was opening something.
Yeah, probably that package I sent her. The one that she doesn't know about. Yeah,
package from Colombia.
Talking about crapload, I will be working on whogivesashit.net, and it will be out soon. We will have. That was weird. I don't know why that popped up. We will have the world's crappiest social media site out there. You can talk shit about anything to find out who gives a about it. Right, John?
Yeah.
John is going to be our consultant on the project. Josh is going to do all the programming.
Hey, I'm too busy right now.
There you go. See, he doesn't give a shit. You see?
That's right.
I'm proving my point here already. You know, Belinda, who stays quiet all the time, she's going to want to know what kind of app can work on it. And yes, we'll make a Who Gives a Shit app so it works on your phone. On any phone, even iPhone. We'll do that. Josh will make us an app. There you go.
All right, so I'm going to get a BlackBerry to test it.
What?
You said any phone.
Yeah, BlackBerry tested. Sure, go for it. Is that possible? Is BlackBerry still around?
They are, but they actually mostly Androids now. So that's good news. They are, but they're actually mostly using Android software nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, who uses BlackBerry anymore?
mostly attorneys actually, because their security is actually pretty tight.
It is, yeah.
There are people who love them, who really.
In fact, for a while, there was the only phone that attorneys could use because of the security. And then iPhone decided to finally get their game up.
Well, I know the President of the United States has a BlackBerry. He cannot have a smartphone. It has to be a BlackBerry or nothing. That is...
Honestly, with the president we currently have in office, I'm not so sure he could even use a computer.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's the one writing the tweets.
Somebody needs to take his damn phone because he tweets too damn much.
No, I don't think he's the one tweeting. Honestly, I think that's.
I do.
I think it's somebody who's paid to tweet for him.
I actually think he's the one tweeting.
You think the president of the United States is that much of an imbecile?
Yes.
Yes. To be honest.
Yeah.
You don't have John.
I have to agree with him.
John, you betrayed the American public. You're in Germany. You made your bed. Now you can sleep in it.
No, but it's serious. In all seriousness, he's right. The guy is an imbecile. Really? Oh yeah.
I get questions about our leader all the time, and
that's surprising.
I got more confidence in your leader than I do with the Americans.
Oh no. Let me rephrase that. I get questions from my German students about the American leader. You see,
okay, yeah, because you're not American anymore, buddy.
I am still American. I just happen to.
I am American.
Until he makes over 96 grand, then he's like, "Screw that! I'm dropping my citizenship."
I'll show you.
Because once you hit 96 grand, he's got to pay taxes here. It's like, screw that.
Yeah. I'll show you. I'm redneck. I just got to get close enough so you can notice.
Not to change the subject, but I just got a query from someone on one of my network sources saying that I like to get your leads, but I want to pay for them as they convert. I'm like, sorry, honey, leads don't work that way. It costs me money to create these highly targeted leads. And if you think that I'm going to just send it to you, wait for it to convert, and then you pay me, then you're crazy. I said, when you're serious, let me know.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Belinda, can you send me leads, and when they convert, I'll pay you. But how are you going to know that they converted?
See? Yeah. Unless I'm doing the converting, but even then, it costs me money. I got to recoup that cost up front.
So you would have to close his sales too.
That I don't know. I don't know. I said unless I do, I won't know if they're converting. I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
I've always told people that when they say the same things. I've had that same conversation with people, and I sit there and tell them. I said, "How? So I'm supposed to base my income on your ability to sell? I don't think so."
Yeah, that's definitely not going to happen.
I got so sick and tired. I refused about 10 programming jobs here in the last couple months. Because people come up to me and they say, "You see, what happened was I got involved with 2 websites that they had me sign a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA, and in there it says that as they make money, I'm going to earn a percentage off it." So I went with it. But now these people are talking to others, and when they talk to people, they say, "Oh, go see Nelson. He'll pick up your project and do it on percentage base." And now I got to refuse these people. I was like, no, I'm not doing that anymore because these websites don't go anywhere. They don't turn into anything.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. If it didn't cost me money to create these leads, I'd be giving them away to help people who I know are serious, right? Who just don't have the money. But these people, but because I make highly targeted leads, it gets expensive for me to create them. I have to recoup my cost. I mean, the money that I'm even charging, I'm going bare bones as much as I can so other people can't even afford it. I'm not gonna give them out. You're crazy.
This is why I mentioned earlier about having the proper business mindset, because that's, people they want too much for next to. I mean, that's crazy.
Well, free for life. Pay one time and get it free for life. Go to a mechanic. If a mechanic ever said, I'm going to give you tires for life if you pay me $500 now, I would take the deal and I would say, how long is life?
Yeah.
Because
Who's life?
The second thing you'd ask for is a written contract.
oh yeah, for sure. Because I know I'd be taking that for sure. Because yeah, whose life, mine or yours, right?
And but that's what I'm saying. I told this guy, when you're serious, let me know.
Yeah.
Because I run a business, not a charity.
Right. People who provide a service for lifetime service or lifetime membership, I find they don't value their product or service very much. I gave lifetime access to my memberships for a fundraiser, but those people that have got lifetime memberships now out of that fundraiser, I'm not going to see a cent from those people ever again. Yet they're constantly going to be paid members at Mardox because until the site dies.
Well, I think we've all done, or most of us have done at one point or a time, a lifetime something for whatever reason. But as long as you don't do it ongoing and you learn from it, like I have recently learned from it. Thank you, Nelson.
What?
You know.
The hell did I do now?
Well, I was originally going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into it.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
not. I wasn't going to say it. I'm just thanking you. That's all.
I thought you were accusing me of something.
No, I was complimenting you.
Not this time.
I'm playing my game.
Okay, well, anyway, I won't go into the logistics of it. I just want to say thank you because I'm learning. Okay, no matter how, I've been doing this 25 years, and it goes to show that you never stop learning and growing for any reason or on anything in life, especially business.
Yeah, well, Belinda,
especially.
Belinda was doing something, and I was doing that same thing about a year before. Giving away lifetime, and it started out when I restarted Mardox 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and I was telling people lifetime membership, get it all at one price, and it was because I needed money now to get the project going, but then it became too easy to get $500 payments. But now I'm sitting here going, we're 2.5 years in, and these people are still logging in every day. They're downloading videos or using up bandwidth, and I have to give them that service because that's what the agreement was. But now it's like, geez, it would be nice to get, another yearly payment out of them, or a monthly payment.
I don't have a problem with those, though, man, because when they come in, they don't have any of that, so they're taking a risk. And therefore, that's why you're giving them that lifetime access, and it helps fund the operations to get it off.
Yeah, but you got to cut it. You got to cut that off.
Done with that, yeah, you have to cut it off. So I mean, when I do those, I usually limit it to like 20 or 50, and I cut it off right there.
Yeah.
I don't even make it go past that. We don't even offer it for a certain time frame. We just have it. Okay, you first 20 people or first 50 people in the door, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then after that, we got to start getting paid annually or monthly because you had to keep support up after that.
I talked to Lee McIntyre, and what he says to do is set up your program for $1,000 and give a bunch of your first 20 people the chance to come in at $250. And after 20 people, you cut it off, and then the regular price is $1,000 or whatever it is. Then you're not stuck at a year basis. You see what I mean?
See that's what I don't like.
I'm sorry. They're not stuck at a lifetime basis. They're at a year basis if they want to continue.
See, I like doing yearly, not monthly, because sometimes people they come and go monthly, and then you're not really getting residual anyway. So I rather do a lump sum at least by the year. Like, I pay by the year myself. That's how I'd like to even do it.
Do you have a tape recorder? Do you have a tape recorder, Belinda?
Not a physical one anymore. Why?
I am sure, 100% sure, you've got a play button that you go click and it goes, I like paying yearly because...
Oh, just shush. Anyway, the point I'm making is that that's why I like high ticket, because you get a lump sum of money up front, whether it's lifetime or yearly or whatever. And so if they decide to go goof off, it didn't affect your business. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that would be on them.
Yeah, but my problem is all the lifetimes are logging in. All of them are logging in all the time.
No, I understand what you're saying, but now recently I changed my lifetime on some stuff that I was doing to yearly, but they're still getting a great price even for that.
Yeah. I think anybody who's running a business and respects their own product or service, they would not sell lifetime.
I know my stuff's worthwhile. That's why I have it the way I do.
There is an easy way to have some fun with the offline community. And next time they sit there and tell you, well, I'll pay you as soon as the lead comes in, say, great. My going rate on the online marketing that I do, because typically affiliates pay me, what affiliates usually make online? They usually pay 50%. So tell them I want 50% of everything.
or more.
I guarantee you they'll be like, no, we're not interested in that deal. Well, that's what we get online when we do marketing.
Yeah, but then you'll get scrupulous people. Sorry, not to interrupt, but you'll get scrupulous people that will, you'll help them make the sale and then they'll keep all the money so you can still get screwed even that way.
They won't tell you, yeah. I got that problem right now with the store that I do pool repairs for. I can sell anything I want to any person I see. If I cross John in a supermarket and I just happen to talk that I do pool repair, or he sees my logo on my shirt and he says, "Hey, can you close or open my pool? You know, under the table." There's nothing stopping me from saying, "Yeah, sure. Give me the cash and I'll go do it." Ethically, I will not do that. Ethically, I'll say, go to the store, order it, and ask them for me to take care of it. You know, or I'll take the payment and I'll go to the store and give them their cut. But I will not go behind their back. But there's not that many people that won't do that.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You and I,
because that would, otherwise you actually bite the hand that feeds you, and if they find out, you lose all the sales.
Well, yeah, well that's the thing.
So you have to be ethical.
Yeah, because what if
John, keep track of that?
Well, what if John is paid to see what my reaction? I did it today in the warehouse. A new warehouse guy managing the warehouse, and the boss is a few aisles over. I walked up to the guy. I said, "Hey, I got a roll of hose, 100 foot long, 1.5 inch. Come on, let's go. I know where they are." He said, "Well, no, I need the page." I said, "Well, no. You don't need the page. Just give it to me. I'm an installer. Come on, go get it." And he stopped me, and I was walking. He goes, "Sir, I need the paper." So I went out to the van and got it. And the reason why I didn't want to go to the van, it was pouring rain, right? And I went out to the van and I came back. "Fine, here's your paper. Where's my roll?" He says, "Now we can go get it." The boss saw that, and I knew he saw that, and it was a key point to see if this guy was going to let me just walk out with something or not. You know, so you never know when you're being tested.
But that's the thing, you and I, Nelson, and John, and people in this chat, we're, and I'm not saying this to brag, but we are the minority of people that don't, that you know, that don't rip people off, that actually have a conscience, you know.
Well, I'll tell you, it's another good business lesson behind that too. One of the things we do is, if we have a client that we've done business with, and we obviously pay the commission, let's say the client comes back directly to me a year later, I'll sit there and, you know, go ahead and quote them, do the work, and then we'll send their commission check to the other company that referred them to us. And usually, just by doing that out of the blue, and not even telling them, "Hey, here's a commission check for whatever work we did for your client you referred us a year ago," usually within 2 weeks of that check coming to them, I get another referral from them almost instantaneously.
Yeah, because now they see.
So it generates more business automatically usually.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's you become more in their head all of a sudden.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh shit, I didn't realize that. Let me go send them more business."
I used to like it back in the day, way back in the 1990s, like 97, 98. I was signed up to all these affiliate links, and when it was getting started, and I would start getting these checks. At the time, there was none of this Web 2.0 where you could log in and see your amounts, and it wasn't really dynamic. I was still, you know, Web 1.0 HTML, right? And it was neat that, you know, you're promoting this product, and suddenly you get a check for $6, $18, $30. You know, I was like, whoa! And it was. You weren't expecting it, but then all of a sudden, the ones that gave you checks, you were more prone to promote more, as opposed to you know, "Oh yeah, I got $20 there, but now I got to wait to $50 to get paid out."
Yeah. Anyway, folks,
it's that time. It's the 4:08.
4:08.
Noise.
I don't know who's doing that one.
That's not me.
Josh?
I said it was phone.
Josh? Is that an app from the phone that we're not supposed to know about?
The phone.
Okay, so who's wrapping it up?
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on the Mardox DLC Daily Live Chat. Tune in tomorrow to see what lame brain idea Nelson comes up with as he passes the buck to somebody else.
Yeah.
Find out what intuitive and insightful knowledge that John Brewer will share with us as he brews your beer and tea. And we're going to find out the ins and outs of Josh and where he's going next, probably to the third corner of the next neighborhood. And we're going to find out what the all-knowing and talkative Lauren's going to say to us next and advise us on the guide as she goes along in her journey. And of course, me, your all-knowing queen, Coach Belinda Condell, will always be here to bless my presence with you and to help you any way that I can.
No, we want to get visitors. We don't want to scare them.
Oh, hush. So remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Remember, you can comment good or bad, but if you do bad, Keep the foul language down to the minimum. We try to only learn one new word a day. And please give us advice on what you want us to talk about. If you have any questions, if you need help with anything, that's what we're here to do, is help the members and the viewers, as yourself, to help you to grow your business, because when you grow, we all grow better together.
And make sure to watch our other channel. Buy some merch. Buy a cup.
Yeah, buy a cup and a Dorn shirt, you freaking cheapskate. I'm kidding. So, until next time, God bless and goodbye.
Just before we leave, I was saying that because last night I watched a video and the guys were sitting there going, watch this channel, then watch this channel, then watch this channel, and buy a t-shirt and go to this link and don't forget to subscribe. And it went on and on and on. I was like, what the hell?
And do a somersault and give
and give us your next firstborn. That's it.
Yeah, I was about to say that, so you read my mind.
That's it. Okay, guys. See you on Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.